What's good, YouTube, man? Today, first of all, I'm gonna say like, comment, subscribe, man. So I'm about to be giving y'all some game today. But like, comment, subscribe, man. You know the drill, man. Today, we're gonna be doing the top 5 things you must know about college. Now, if you don't know, I'm a college freshman, and even I've been here for a couple months, so I'm starting to get what college is really like. I'm starting to get into the flow of things. So this is for anybody that like you want to go to college and you wanna know how it is like, and before you make that decision, because sometimes maybe going away isn't the best decision. I know everybody's like, oh, you should go away to college and stuff like that, but sometimes it may not be for you, sometimes it may be. But look, today we're gonna be doing 5 things you must know about college in order from least important to most important. So if you want to know what the most important thing is, stick to the end of the video. All right, so starting with number 5. I gotta take my glasses off for this one. Starting from number 5. Distractions are everywhere. Let me say that again, bro. Distractions are everywhere. And I'm just not just talking about like parties. I'm talking about there's like distractions everywhere. Like when you go to a way college or any type of college where you don't necessarily you're spending a lot of time on campus, put it like that, like there's gonna be a lot of distractions. Like you can come to college and really forget why you're even here in the first place. Like literally, there's girls everywhere, there's parties all the time, there's drugs everywhere, like literally, like I'm keeping it real, bro. A lot of people be like, parties and stuff. It's more than that, bro. It's everything and above. Like you can come to college and literally forget why did you even come here, because there's literally so much to do. Like you can do a lot of things at the same time. So my thing is distractions are everywhere. So if you're going to college, bro, make sure you're going for the right reasons, man, because the distractions are always going to be there. So you gotta, like, bro, even when you're out of college, parties are gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? Girls are gonna be there. Girls aren't gonna disappear off the face of the planet after you leave college, bro. They're still gonna be there. So think about when you're going to college, you want to be using your time extremely wisely. Using your time to catch up on your books, using your time to, attend classes, actually be present in class, because that could be a habit. Like, honestly, like, you could be going to class, the first month or two, but by the third month, you're not even attending class no more. Like, you really got to lock in when you go to college, because it's easy to fall off, because really, you're on your own. So my thing is have control. Have control over yourself, because these distractions are everywhere, man. You could be out here stuck chasing girl. You could be out here just drinking all day, smoking all day. You could be out here just doing anything you want, literally, because nobody's going to stop you. You feel me? And it's like when you go from high school having all these rules and, your parents and all of that stuff, and just, having all that time to just, when you're in high school, you're under like a box, like you're under watch. But when you're in college, it's the opposite. You literally can do whatever you want. And sometimes that freedom causes you to be distracted. And sometimes when you get distracted, it can lead down a dark road. So I'm just saying for y'all, if y'all want to go to college, man, stay locked in, man, because distractions are everywhere. Number 4, we got, all right, this one I got to put my glasses back on, because this is going to be some teaching shit right here. All right, look. Number 4, college is unforgiving. Meaning, this kind of builds off my last point. When you're missing class, or you're getting distracted here and there or something like that, college is unforgiving. Just because you fail that test, that doesn't, just because you told your teacher, well, I overslept, or you know, shoot, I had COVID, I don't know, like, bro, college is unforgiving. The professors are different from your teachers in high school. Your teachers in high school can understand little things, but even during COVID, man, I'm noticing like these college professors are unforgiving. You don't do that homework in time, or you didn't know about that test because you didn't, look at the syllabus or whatever. They don't care about none of that. Like you really have to be on top of your stuff, because it's unforgiving. There's no second chances, there's no passes, there's no none of that, bro. Like it's unforgiving, bro. All right. Number 3, financial aid determine college. Now, I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all, because look, I'm keeping it a buck. Like, if you want to, like, hear all the fluffy stuff, bro, just click off this video right now, because, like, bro, college financial aid is such an important part of your college experience, because if you really can't afford to go to a certain college, you might want to pass on it, because you don't want to have to give your parents or even yourself that financial burden in the future. So I mean, it's partly up to your control, because if you're studying and you're doing good in high school, the finances will take care of themselves. But if you're doing bad in high school and you go to college, you got to understand financial aid is going to have a huge determinant of where you're going. Like, you know, so listen, bro, that just shows you, like, grind in high school, man, because those grades that might seem like they're nothing equal dinero later on. So, man, financial aid is huge in what college you go to and all that stuff. All right. And number two, right? You have to adapt fast. You have to adapt fast. You have to adapt. You have to be able to wake yourself up on time. You have to be able to attend your classes. This builds on the previous points. Is like, you're gonna have to be able to tell yourself you're gonna study and actually do it. You're gonna have to make yourself do homework. You're gonna have to make yourself go eat. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might neglect that. Sometimes I'll make that same mistake. Like me, cause I'm usually like focused on one thing or two things. I'll be like, dang, it's like 3 o'clock. I didn't even eat yet. You know what I mean? Like sometimes things like that happen, but it's just because I'm more in control of my life. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you have to adapt. So if you know you have class, 8 o'clock, don't go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Even if you can't go to sleep, bro, force yourself to go to sleep, because you have to adapt. That's the biggest thing about this. Number two is that you have to adapt to college. College isn't gonna adapt to you. When you're in high school, you can get away with a lot. And looking back on it, bro, I got away with a lot of stuff in high school that I should have not have gotten away with. But it's just like that's what it was, because I had adapted to a certain way. But in college, you have to adapt on a different level. And so you have to make sure you are an adaptive person. You can't be a person that's stuck in your ways. Like, if you're stuck in your ways, that's just going to cause failure. You're just asking for it at that point. So I'm just telling you right now, you have to be able to, like, you have to be able to drop what you've been doing for years to try something else that's going to get you to that next level in college. And that goes for grades, studying. Like, you might have used index cards in high school, but you realize, in college, you're going to need a more thorough system. Then you might have to adapt. You might have a test. If you fail a test badly, that just shows you, you have to adapt your studying method. Sometimes you understood the course, but you didn't study the proper way, so then you have to learn how to study. And also, for number two, it's adapting and also class length. The class lengths in college are way different from high school. High school, anywhere from, like, I want to say, like, on average is about 40 minutes, maybe to an hour. When I went to charter school, all my classes were about an hour. And sometimes it was like an hour and some change, hour and 10 minutes. And then when I went to, like, public school, it was like, 45 minutes-ish. But in college, like, every class is at least an hour. Just, I'm telling you, you're not going to have no, 45 minutes classes in college, bro. So, honestly, my thing is, it's easier to get, zone out. It's easier to, not even be like, man, why am I going to this class? Like, but you have to go to class. So I'm just gonna say that right now. Like, if you think you're finna come up in here, it's gonna be 40-minute class. You're gonna put class and then you out. It's not like that. It's gonna be longer classes. You're gonna have to lock in longer. My advice, honestly, you know, get you something to drink, because I realize for me, like, if I have like some coffee or some, or like some juice, or like maybe some snacks, it keeps my energy going. You know what I mean? So, use little things like that to, keep yourself, focused. And, sometimes inevitably you're going to zone out from time to time, a couple seconds here, a couple seconds there. But, like, when you come back, bro, focus, man. Like, lock in. Like, that's what I keep saying this whole video. But, like, basically, bro, just lock in when you get to college. And last one, number one, kind of falls into everything I said, is you are completely on your own. You are independent. All right, that is the thing, and it builds on everything else, because, like, literally, it is the most important thing, that you have to be self-reliant. You have to be self-reliant. If you're not self-reliant, you're gonna fall off fast. I'm telling you, bro. And it's gonna get to a point where you can't recover yourself. So you have to be independent. You can't be one of those people that constantly need, someone, not saying you can't do that stuff. You can't like, be with your friends or whatever, but you have to learn how to adapt and you have to learn how to be self-reliant on yourself. Because let's say your friends want to go to a party, but you got a test tomorrow. It's like, if you're independent, you got to be an independent thinker. You got to be thinking, okay, that party sounds nice, but I know I want my grade high in this test. So I'm going to skip this party so I can study and so I can pass the exam. It's like, you have to think. It's like in high school, you could still get away with thinking with the group and still passing your classes, but in college, it's different. You really have to think independently. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying, don't have friends or whatever, but you have to be thinking independently. Like, yo, I need to get my stuff together. I need to study. I need to go to class. I need to take my notes. I need to make sure I remember, make sure I plan my study dates in advance so that when the night before the test comes, I'm already on game. I don't have to flip through a bunch of notes. You know what I mean? Plan ahead, man. Plan ahead. So yeah, man, that was 5 things you must know about college, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.